Contractors, in this video, part 3 of our training, Everything is Sales. Hey, Brian Adams here, the contractor's contractor, author of For Contractors Only. You've mastered your trade, now master your business. Hey, in this video, this is part 3 of a series we've been doing over these last several weeks. Part 1 was relationships, part 2 was stories. If you need a link to those, reach out to me, however you got to do that. I'll make sure you get a link. You probably missed those because this is part of our private group coaching that we do every Sunday. If you're not a part of masteryourbusiness.net, masteryourbusiness.net, our website there, you log in, has over 40-50 hours of training videos to help you build your business. It's got the cheat sheets, everything you need to grow your business. Hey, so today, everything is sales. So part 1 was relationships. Everything is relationships. I'm trying to share the screen here. Let's see what happens. Share. Boom. So we do business with people we know, like, and trust. We know, like, and trust people who are just like us. Come on, come back up, picture. But it's you have something in common with everyone you meet. It's up to you to find out what that is. God gave you 2 ears, 1 mouth. He intends for you to listen twice as much as you speak. Let's try that again. There it was, man. Come on. Let's see. There it is. Right there. Share. That's what it is. Like the whole funnel system: know, like, trust, awareness, interest, decision, action. But that's call 1 was all about the relationships. When new leads come in, who's ever answering the phone, whether it's you reach out to them through text messages, through emails, you build the relationship first. You get to know them. Some books you have to read, or listen to, seminars, all of that stuff. How to Win Friends, Influence People with Dale Carnegie. Man, it's just, everything is relationships. We spent a whole hour on it. So you got to go back, watch that and listen to it. But and then the part 2 was story selling. And so when I sold my business in 2001, I started traveling the country teaching a program I developed called Mental Martial Arts. Defend yourself against your toughest opponent, you. Big program we used to do, 21-day mental diet, change your life by changing your mind. It's the inner workings of the brain. It's how we make decisions. It's how we make beliefs. It's how we make habits and break habits, form new habits. So we think in pictures. Our thoughts are pictures. From those pictures, we get emotions. From those emotions, we take actions. Our actions give us our results. So if you're not getting the results that you want in life, you can't just change your actions. You got to go all the way back to your thoughts, those pictures, because those control the emotions. And then the emotions, you'll take the action give you results. So as a salesperson, as a business owner, when you're talking to a new client, you have to dictate the conversation. You need to be painting the picture in their mind and turning those pictures into stories, into movies, and they see themselves in the movie. And just they get emotionally. So that's the whole thing, is 80% of the decisions we make are emotional. The other 20% is the logic that we use to justify the emotional decision that we just made. And that was kind of like the whole story selling and training. And today's part 3 is it's about the writing part of sales. And it's all the same. It's back in the mid 80s, when I really wanted to grow my business, and I didn't have a clue, no education. So I just, these books I should read, and I would buy the cassette tapes, Audible University. I'd listen to all of them. I'd go to an hour-long seminar. I'd go to a week-long seminar. I'd hire 3-month coaches, year coaches, everything. I just invested in business. So the mid 90s, when I got a really good handle of this, I mastered my trade. I now wanted to master my business. So now I'm teaching this sales and marketing. It was always sales and marketing. So when I started teaching it in the mid 90s, I no longer call it sales and marketing. It was always marketing and sales, marketing and sales, for a specific reason. There will be no selling until you market. That's it. There'll be, if you don't market, you don't sell. And so I was frustrated with the people, calling it, sales and marketing. That whole theory of build a better mousetrap, and you make $1 million. Not true. You can build all the mousetraps that you want. They can be the best mousetraps ever. If people don't know they exist, you're not selling them. Kevin Costner, you may be watching this, I know, but I love you, brother. The TV show Yellowstone, can't get enough of it. The movie you made, Field of Dreams, love it. But the Field of Dreams movie, if you build it, they will come. Total bullshit. Just because you build it, they not coming unless you market. I've seen so many business owners, so many people go out of business within the first 6 months, because they don't budget for marketing. They'll take $30,000 and they'll paint and they'll put up brick and they'll do the flooring, and man, they make their showroom and they make their business. They make everything as beautiful as it can be. And then they'll spend $1,000 on marketing. I'm like, what in the are you doing? You need to take $1,000 and paint the walls. The other $30,000 need to be spent on marketing. People know, they need to know that you exist. And through the marketing, that's what the whole marketing is, the way it's written, what you say, all of that stuff. It's all about education. It's all about education. It's all about education. I'm not into these little sales gimmicks and these little phrases. This ain't 1920. This ain't 1960s. We're not selling encyclopedias. We're not knocking on the door. We're not going that whole, well, you got to get them to say six. You got to get them to say yes 6 times. You ask them questions that you know they're going to say yes to, and they're in the habit of saying yes. So when you present them with the sales and the slide over the paper, they've already got yes. No. Just no. It's a total different world. You treat people the way you want to be treated. Plain and simple. You don't want no damn gimmicks. You don't want no bullshit. You don't want that whole 3-day to back out of it. All of that, because you got them so emotional and boom. And now they come down off of that emotional high. They're sitting there going, oh my God, what have I done? I've signed this contract. What the hell? I got to get out of this. No, man, just the one sales line that I've used over and over again, and it's not a sales line. It's just the way that I am personally. I'm from North Carolina. I'm here in California. I got friends, relatives in North Carolina. They know I'm in construction. They call me up. They say, hey, Brian, doing some work on my house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was there, man. I wish I was there. We do it together, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm not there. I can't do it. But here, if I'm not going to be there to do it, here's how it should be done. Here's the questions you should ask. Here's what you should be looking for. Don't let people pull you, all of that stuff. So when I'm with a client, I'm on the phone, whether it's text message, email, these videos you see me doing, it's like, whether I do the project or not, here's how it should be done. I treat everyone as if they're my mother. I treat everyone as if they're my best friend. And I want to make sure whatever is best for them is how we do the project, what goes forward. I bought the domain name, have not used it yet, but it's clientfirstcontractor.com. So all of that, there's no sales here. Now there is, you're going to hear things like you model them. You're sitting across, you're talking to people on the phone, whatever. There is some to that. We know like people who are just like us. We like people who are just like us. So meaning that when you're on the phone, you're talking to someone, you're in press and whatever, the way they kind of stand or move, you may want to kind of mimic that a little bit because for some, deep down in their subconscious mind, you could wear a shirt that a wife had a spousal abuse and they wore that shirt. They wore that kind of cologne. It's going to trigger something subconsciously. You've lost the sale. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to build a relationship. You got to get past that somehow. We kind of talk about that on the first lesson 1 with relationships. If they're a fast talker and you're a slow talker, you better speed your talk up because that's the way they think. That's the way they talk. That's the way they moving and grooving. If they're from the South, they like to talk like this. They say 1 or 2 words, kind of talking. They're thinking about what they're going to say next. You need to slow down your talk. You need to talk the same. You need to talk the same tonality that they're talking. High pitches, low pitches, the same speed. All of that stuff is there's some science to that. There's some truth to that, but it's not gimmick. It's if you truly believe that your product and your service is the best for the client, and you should believe that, if not, go work for whoever is the best, you've got to do everything in your power to make sure that they choose you. So that comes along with education. So marketing is just really educating them so that they can make the best decision. Confused mind will not buy. So that's the story selling and stuff. That's what that is. If you've been in construction for more than a year, you've got stories, man. We've all got stories. You've opened up drywall walls and you found stuff back there, or the plumbing leaking, or the roofing, or whatever it is. I mean, I know we did a house in Beverly Hills, huge mansion, 1925 or something like that, and we were doing some repairs on the floor. We were pulling up the boards, and they had leveled out the flooring using newspaper. And I don't think we did any work the rest of the day. We all sit around reading what the hell was going on in Beverly Hills and LA in 1925, whatever it was. But we've got stories, and that's how you relate to new leads, to new clients. You build that friendship, you build that relationship by stories, because of that emotional decision. And then, because stories sell, facts tell, and you use the facts to justify the emotion decision that they just made. So with writing, in part 3 here, and that's carrying it into the it's the way that they see it. I mean, if you don't want to do this, I can share this screen with you. Let's do this. So so you should be able to see this. You'll read this first, and then you'll read this, then this one, and then you go back up to the top, and then this one last. So what happens is that big bold catches your eyes. So we're drawn to that. We read it first. You get their attention. It's 4 words. They look at it. They go, "Oh man, I can read that. 4 words. Wait, I'll read that first. What's it?" And then, because we're conditioned as here in the States, is we read left to right, from top to bottom. China, Japan, they're reading from right to left. So we're starting up here in the corner. We're reading across down like that. But when you look at a sheet of paper, when you look at something, a billboard or something, that big, bold, whatever it is, grabs your attention. You go, "What?" And you read. It's 4 words, but you almost read it instantly. You'll read this for boom. And then you go, "What?" And you look down and you read the next one. And then you look up at the top and you go, "Wait, there's a little something up there I missed." And you read that last. So that's how it's almost like you playing your mind's playing tricks on you type of deal. Versus something like this. You email this or text something like this to your client. They're going to look at that. You email that or text message that. They're going to look at that and they're going to go, I do not have time to read that. I don't have time to read. What is that? It's like delete, or I'll get to it later, and they never get to it later. So when I'm talking about the writing part of sales is that's it, because I do so much sales through text message and emails. So the way that you write it, or your Facebook post and your Google ads, all of that stuff is you want to use short sentences, very short sentences, and you want to space them out so that when clients look at it, it's just 3 or 4 words, 4 or 5 words. They can almost read it instantly. They look at it, it's spaced out enough. They go, "Oh, what's the next? Well, what's that next little sentence? What's that next one?" So it doesn't look like they're going to be bombarded for the next 20 minutes reading something that they're probably not interested in. Now, if you can put pictures in it, whether it's like on your van, the yard signs, your ads, a text message, an email, you still get to put pictures in it. Put a little picture beside the picture. You write something. So the way that we're conditioned, you see that picture, and you instantly think something. You've got a story in your mind to that picture, what that picture means, what it is. And the curiosity makes you read what's beside of it. You got to see if you're right. If you're thinking, it's like, "What is that what I think it is?" And they read it. And then, so that line's got to lead them to the next line, which leads them to the next line, and the next thing you know, they have read everything that you would have bunched up together. And they didn't even realize it, because one line leads them to the next, and it's educational. And hopefully, if it's fun, if you put a smile on their face, nothing builds a relationship faster than getting someone to smile. Go ahead, try it. It's true, man. It's true. Yeah, so all of that, but you got to use the big fonts, little fonts, change it up. This one, all the books that I write now, but I kind of stole it from Jeffrey Gitomer, the Little Red Book of Sales. But every page in that book looks like something you can read almost instantly. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like you look here, you see the rocket thing and stuff, and there's little paragraphs. So it's like, you're not going to get bombarded and knocked down with it. But it's and that's, I wish I had and that's what you want. Like my book, They're Not Laughing Because You're Not Funny, but you can be. It's the same way. But that's how you want to write your emails, your text messages, all of your marketing. It's got to instantly catch their attention and make them want to read it. And all of that has to paint those pictures in their mind. You have to dictate what's going on. When you're writing stuff also, you want to be the call to action, CTA. Everything that you're doing has to have that call to action. For everything that we do marketing wise, yard signs, we lead everybody back to the website. We lead everybody back to the website. They go through the sales presentation, because these last, this one, even today, part 1, part 2, everything has been of these sales, everything is sales. Everything has been designed for like 1980, 1990, before the internet. It's all about making the connection, how you talk to them, the words you use, all of that stuff. Because now with the internet, your website, your YouTube channel, your Facebook, your Instagram, these videos that I'm begging you guys to make, video testimonials, video content, how-to videos, storylines, and you've got your own television show of home makeovers, all of that stuff. They've seen you on camera so much, they already know you, they already like you, they already trust you, so that when they're calling you, it's not sales anymore, it's scheduling. So it's everything that we teach, but and so there's like for this. So for the whole marketing to sales is you got to use those short sentences, use different sentence structures, keep it really short. The CTA, the call to action, and then you want to reread, rewrite before you send it out. Now, and again, it's education, education, education. So for us, whatever it is, I don't know if it's window replacement, when you're talking to homeowners and again, someone calls up, you've got the sales, like part 1, we're talking about the relationships is if you're answering the phone, you need to know how to build relationships over the phone instantly so that you can teach it to whoever you hire. So they're asking certain questions: where you're at, what's your address, where you're located. Maybe we don't work that area. When do you need the job done? Maybe we're scheduled, but we want to help you find someone who can do the job. We don't want to put you out. No, we'll wait for you. Blah blah blah. And it's like they find out where she's on the phone. He's on the phone with them. They give the address and like, oh my God, isn't there a KFC used to be there, but they closed that down. And now there's a Chick-fil-A, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, we go to Chick-fil-A all the time. Oh my God, yeah, they're closed on Sunday. Oh yeah. Oh, what church you guys go to? Oh, okay. Oh my God, yeah. So you've got something in common with everyone. It's up to you to find out what it is. You talk about boom, boom. Okay, well, man, I could talk to you forever. Doggone it. But here's, I'm gonna get on the phone with Brian. He's gonna call you back. Here's some questions that he's gonna ask me. I'm gonna need the answers. Blah blah blah. And you go through all of that stuff. They can give the price. Everyone should have all of that stuff, man. All these videos I'm teaching you, it's all of that. But this whole writing part for me is now you're going to email them back. You're going to text message them back. It's going to be written in a way with some little smiley faces, little Supermans, a little something to keep their attention. They're reading it. It's going to be the procedure of what you do, how you do it, what the prices are, all of that. Then a little bit later, you can text them or email them. You go, oh my God, you know what? Here's a set of videos. You got your playlist of a home that's in your neighborhood, same type of windows, same type of roof, same type of boom, 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 layout. We added a room here, whatever it is. And they get this playlist of all these videos and like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because now we didn't have that before. We had to paint all these pictures and plant these movies in their mind with the words and the writing. You get videos to do it for you. Let me share this with you. I brought this up. So hopefully you're seeing this. So as visual species, humans, we find videos more engaging, more memorable. Everything is video. I mean, that's why those home makeover movies have taken over. But it's videos attract 300% more traffic if it's on your website. A video on your website will boost conversions by 80%. That means if 10 people visit your website and you've got videos on there, 8 of them will convert more than a website that does not have videos. And I go to people's website and you talking about the way we write stuff. Oh my God, it's just word, letter. It's like people get there and they go, oh my God, I don't have time for that. Well, so if you are going to be using all those words, you've got to write it the way we're talking about. It's got to be spaced out. It's got to be the big bold. It's got to be all of that stuff. It's got to be visually pleasing, the colors, all of everything. But right here, 72% would rather learn about a service by way of video. That's what I've just told you, man. You show them everything that they're asking you to do. You've already done it. It should be on video. You send them the video. They get to see you doing it. They're going, and then their picture, and then, oh my God, get him over here. We need that done right now. Honey, file the taxes. We need that return. 48% social media posts with video have 48% more views. All of that. It's just, I tell you guys this over and over again. But man, I'm glad I brought that up, man. I'm telling you, you websites, look, and we build websites. We build websites that pre-sell leads. And we do that because of the videos, because we build the relationship as quickly as we can. And I go to these websites, man, it's letter. It's like, man, it boggles my mind. These guys have paid thousands and thousands of dollars for websites like that. So it's everything is sales. Whether you're selling your wife on an idea, she's selling you on an idea. Where the vacation this year, which house, which neighborhood. You got children, you're selling them on your philosophies of life and your ideas, and you're probably going to lose because they have a better relationship with their kids with their friends than they do with you. So their peer pressure gets to them more than you're going to get to them. But everything is sales. Everything is sales. And so you can do the role playing. If you got salespeople and stuff, you call around, you practice that, but you really practice it in your everyday life, man. Get to be interesting in about other people. I mean, you're with COVID and shit now, but you at the grocery store, you at Home Depot, man, talk to people. Strike up a conversation. I'm telling you, Sunday coming up is Easter. So we would have our last training on this segment. We're skipping it. It's Easter. So the Sunday after Easter, we're finishing up this whole training session. Everything is sales. We're finishing up with my buddy, Bob Donnell. He's going to be teaching and training us on how to connect with people, connectology. Man, is he great. The way he structures sentences and gets people to talk and brings things out of them. You don't want to miss that. You don't become a member of masteryourbusiness.net. But again, if you missed 1 and 2 and I've teased you with this and you're like, Brian, that's not fair, hit me up. I'll make sure you get a link to video 1, video 2 of the training. Man, show me some love. Share this video with other people. Go out and build your business, man. Go out and build your business. If I can help you, reach out to me. I want you to be 100%, 10,000 times more successful than I've been. And I have lived a life that I never thought I would live. And it's all been because of construction. So please do yourself a favor, build your business, live your dreams. All right, guys, I am out of here.